Count my phones for a second. Thanks. Hopefully I can play this bit without any kind of censorship. Remember Rod Stewart, you guys? Right? Shit's damn funny. Huh? Ugh. What a circus, you guys. Fucking amazing. Welcome to Frontier Psychology, everybody. Frontier Psychology, better known as Frontier Psychiatry. Send this up, couple friends. Supposedly, shit's fucking wild, Andrew. Things they don't cover in school. They don't go over sexism and racism very well. That's why everybody's sexist and racist today. Schools are teaching it. Parents condone it. It's amazing.
She gets roofied with the poison apple, and she's forced into a deep sleep, and the only way to wake her up is a true love's kiss. I know, lawyer, but it sounds non-consensual to me.
Okay, we don't have to watch Snow White. It's no biggie. But I have a bolter for you right now. It's Beauty and the Beast.
Is that the one where he kidnaps an innocent woman, holds her captive in a dungeon?
Yeah, that's the one.
And she suffers from Stockholm Syndrome, developing feelings of trust and affection towards her captor, which is typical of many cases of kidnapping or hostage taking. Exactly.
I guess, well, yeah, when you put it like that.
Not to mention the act of bestiality.
Okay, it's a hard no for the old B and the B. How about Dumbo?
Have you seen how they treat animals in the circus?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Where the evil CEO of a company lures children to his factory with the promise of candy? Not to mention the slave labor operation.
What's slave labor operation?
The exploitation of Oompa Loompas. How much were they on per hour? I bet it was less than minimum wage.
Pinocchio.
Body shaming.
Sleeping Beauty.
I mean, non-consensual.
That's right, I forgot that one. Cinderella.
Are you saying it's not right for a prince to date a cleaner? She has to pretend to be someone else to get his attention.
Oh my god, what is wrong with you kids?
We're woke.
I don't even know what that means.
It's in our asses, nigga. I'm a living proof, nigga. How the fuck I'm sitting here telling you about the molecular breakdowns? And, nigga, it was 48 shades of black, and he separated the black because I meditate, nigga. That's why, nigga. And if you think I'm lying, you go through your research and you come back and tell me what you came back with, nigga. So I'm living proof. You do not need no fucking books. You don't need no schooling. We never needed none of that shit. We gods, nigga. Nigga, they gave us that shit to lie. School wasn't nothing but a fucking program. Instead, they lied to you about everything about you, nigga. They ain't even teach us real math, y'all. No, they didn't. Nigga, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nigga, they ain't teach us. Nigga, that ain't real math, nigga. They didn't teach us the supreme mathematics, nigga. They didn't teach us about sacred geometry, nigga, and what it means to the universe, how designs affect energy and frequency fields around you and shit, nigga. What you talking about? They didn't tell you what the colors mean, nigga. They didn't tell you what this mean. How this green is associated with your heart chakra, nigga. They didn't teach you that.
Right? Welcome to Frontier Society. Right, Andrew. Time to smoke, buddy. This shit's so goddamn fucked. So goddamn fucked. Oh. What the fuck, Andrew? Boy, they look alike. There's a little hair dye, yeah? Time to smoke. We're so distracted by names, we're not paying attention to faces. This shit's goddamn wild. And no one paying attention to faces. We're so distracted by names. You know, we're always talking about how people are fake. Right? They took it to a whole other level. To a whole other level. Man. Right? It's just damn disturbing. They took it to a whole other level. What the fuck? Come on. Not that one. Oh, this one. This is a friend of mine. Just fucking wow.
Is it the story of the soldier and the hunter? The connection between the worlds of intelligence and the occult should go without saying, but there are many things to say. In England, it's a very well-established fact, dating back to Elizabeth I and her court astrologer, Dr. John Dee, the original 007 who coined the term the British Empire. It is equally well established that Aleister Crowley worked for British intelligence. Although his intelligence role is thought to be much more modest and peripheral than Dr. Dee's, it is generally accepted as plausible, sometimes presented as established fact, that Crowley had enough influence to have his proposed anti-swastika power symbol, the V for victory, adopted by Churchill himself. Crowley's connections were to naval intelligence, and Churchill was the First Lord of the Admiralty during World War I, so he would have been Crowley's direct superior when Crowley was loudly pretending to be anti-British in New York. In the States, the Office of Naval Intelligence is associated with the fake counterculture of the Laurel Canyon scene, which is also associated with the V sign. So, it's accepted that there were very few degrees of separation between these luminaries, but no suggestion of a meeting, which is a bit surprising since they had rather a lot in common. Churchill is also known as a drug addict, for one thing. He was a Freemason, naturally, but had you heard that Churchill was initiated as a druid? Did you know he had a reputation for being psychic? His intuition supposedly saved his own life or the lives of others on 3 separate occasions. So Churchill was rocking some unexpectedly Crowleyan attributes. Meanwhile, Crowley told a friend he felt responsible for the sinking of the Lusitania. He was working his occult contacts to persuade the Germans to be belligerent, while Churchill took more concrete steps to make such an accidental drowning of neutral passengers much more likely, as part of their shared mission to embroil America in Europe's Great War. Their efforts appear to have paid off, but Crowley's influence on the course of the war may go further than that. He is said to have led a divination ritual in 1910 at the request of another Admiralty agent, Commander Marston, which predicted that wars with Germany and Turkey would begin within 5 years, and that both of those countries would be destroyed. Turned out to be pretty accurate. In the novel Moonchild, Crowley's avatar Simon If dismisses everyone who thinks they know why World War I started and says it was, quote, I who made it, explaining that it is a necessary catalyst for the emergence of the new aeon. Even more relevant are Crowley's short stories featuring Simon If as a sleuth who not only solves crimes, but sometimes colludes with journalists and law enforcement to cover up the truth, promising, I will arrange with the consulate for secrecy. He concludes another case by musing that they should install the murderer as Minister for Education. It's implied he could perhaps actually arrange for this as a revered senior member of the local elite secret society, the Hemlock Club. Elsewhere, Simon If has enough pull with the Admiralty to borrow a top-secret advanced vehicle just so he can create a puzzle for his friend. In short, Simon If has the sensibility of Crowley and the connections of Churchill. The suspicious accuracy of Crowley's World War I prediction is nothing compared to a Simon If tale of high political intrigue titled A Sense of Incongruity, which features a plot against America by what was, at the end of World War I, when the story was written, a very unlikely alliance of Austria and Japan. which turned out to be a big bullseye, Hitler being from Austria. But what if I told you this story ends after Dr. Nagasaki is destroyed by a new and, quote, intensely radioactive weapon? Which is, of course, precisely what happens on the last page of World War II. 5 years is one thing. 20 to 25 years ahead of time is quite another. Just how psychic was this guy supposed to be? Or, if the script for the next war was set that far in advance, why would a supposedly lowly agent like Crowley know all about it? The editor, William Breeze, is startled, obviously, and describes Crowley as, quote, eerily prescient. Just really another way of saying coincidence theory. Could there be a more direct connection here? Mr. Breeze also says it should awaken the sense of incongruity in any attentive reader, which is curious since in the story, Simon If initially exposes the plot by noticing a telltale facial feature, quote, that only grows on one family face on the planet, end quote, thus recognizing a famous European aristocrat who's slumming it undercover in New York on a secret mission to start a war. Simon If's sense of incongruity is awakened by facial recognition. Naturally, Simon If prefers his heroic role to remain secret, asking, do you want me pilloried as a meddlesome Matty in the next number of Life? Interesting, since meddlesome Matty was the phrase Teddy Roosevelt used to refer to the U.S. getting involved in foreign conflicts, which is exactly the mission Crowley had been secretly working to accomplish in New York. So he was writing about his own intelligence work. The question is, was he also an aristocrat in disguise? Relevant to this question is one of the non-Simon If stories titled Colonel Pacton's Brother. It features a group of spiritualist grifters attempting to con the visiting Earl of Grandchester, a character who is said to be based on Everard Fielding, an investigator of seances and trance mediums, who was also the man who recruited Crowley for secret work in 1914, according to Richard Spence. Their plan, the grifters, is foiled when it turns out that they were talking to someone else all along, a character said to be based on Crowley, who was posing as the aristocrat. One conspirator reproaches the other that they did every kind of detailed research about their mark, but never bothered to look at his picture. Ask yourself, have you done every kind of detailed research about these people except for looking at their pictures? Is that something people can be counted on to miss? As Crowley wrote elsewhere, investigation of spiritualism makes a capital training ground for Secret Service work. One soon gets up to all the tricks. There's much more of interest in Crowley's short fiction, but for now, I'll just note that one of the centerpiece myth arc episodes of the Simon If in America collection, the Pasquani Puzzle, is about a doppelganger. This book is about a celebrity traveling undercover who also has a doppelganger, but it was written by a different Winston Churchill. So, never mind. The respectable journalism about Crowley's intelligence career tends to conclude that his claimed involvements were not only plausible, but understated. The question being, how much? It is, of course, easy and reasonable to assume that Simon If represents Crowley indulging his fantasy superego rather than venting his true autobiography in fictionalized form. But what if he was 0 degrees of separation from power? What would Prime Minister Aleister Crowley do? Well, one of Churchill's signal accomplishments as peacetime Prime Minister was the repeal of the Witchcraft Act, which had existed in various forms since the days of Elizabeth and John Dee, and was used during the war to jail a medium who had channeled classified information. Churchill expressed outrage, and within a few years of the war's end, the various forms of magic were fully legalized. Mission accomplished? Whose mission? So, on the one hand, the notorious drug fiend spy writer who was king of the magicians and precisely predicted both world wars. And on the other hand, the psychic druid drug addict who was king of the spies and who was a primary showrunner for both world wars. And they were the same age, born within a year of each other. And, oh yeah, last but certainly not least, Crowley liked to dress up as Churchill. So much so that this photo exists. I mean, sure, everyone likes to make fun of their boss, but there are no candid photos of Aleister Crowley until he was an old man. All his other pictures are very posed. Even the goofy ones have the intensity of yoga postures. He must have really resonated with the tribal icon of the British bulldog. Is it the story of the soldier and the hunchback? Is it the mystery of charisma? Is it manufacturing charisma? Or is it the story of the ego with two heads? An exoteric sun head and an esoteric moon head? This is a prominent symbol of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, the school that Aleister Crowley cut his magical teeth in. But they didn't invent the two-headed eagle. That's a very old symbol, the world's oldest symbol, according to Google. But the Golden Dawn incorporate the alchemical sun and moon. Two heads, two faces, a controlled opposition, playing both sides. Churchill, ruler of the day world of Parliament and a captain of recorded history. And Crowley, lord of the dark rivers, master of the colonial subconscious, synthesizing sorcerous traditions from every corner of the empire. It's just that on top of all of this, these two really look alike. This resemblance is remarkable on its own. A remarkable coincidence, if that's what it is, and how much more of a coincidence that they are the same age and everything else. If this is a coincidence, it is analogous to the great coincidence of the apparently identical size of the sun and the moon. If this is a coincidence, consider it an eclipse.
There's some of the areas where I'm seeing lines. My forehead lines, I got crow's feet right here, my frown lines. So I'm still me with fewer lines, which is nice.
Talk to your doctor about Botox Cosmetic and whether it's right for you. The effects of Botox Cosmetic may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. See for yourself at BotoxCosmetic.com.
There are so many people across the country who are looking for the Democrats to fulfill their promise. This is a promise that the president made to them on the campaign trail. It is the promise that we when we were campaigning made. And this is our once in a lifetime opportunity to deliver on that. Now we have about 12 members in the House, in the Senate, in the Democratic caucus, who are, an obstacle to getting this done. They would like to make the public believe that the Progressive Caucus is blocking these bills from passing. It's the opposite. We know that if we don't pass these two bills, the president's agenda will not pass. So we are consistent in having the president's back and supporting the whole agenda. We are going to do everything that it takes to be able to get this done.
Boom. Just over a week. Yep, $140.
Surreal, this wild ride with a character named Jim Carrey. Who is that guy?
Right?
It is all allegory. You know what I mean? The Jim Carrey in the book is not only representative of me, it represents the false beliefs people have about fame.
You are scaring us all again in your new book, The Institute. I only read your books when it's light out. It's about a group of children, people are nodding, with supernatural abilities who are abducted by a mysterious organization. But as you were finishing it over the summer, it started to parallel real life events. I'm afraid to even ask, but how so?
Well, when I started this book, I just wanted to write a story about defenseless children who were locked up and had to kind of band together in order to...
When it's light out. It's about a group of children.
Oh! Oh! Oh, beautiful!
When it's light out. It's about a group of children.
Oh! Oh! Oh, beautiful!
When it's light out. It's about a group of children.
A group of children getting kidnapped and experimented on by an institution. I wonder if it's referred to as the resource center. Kind of like where my son's being held right now. Holy shit. Huh? Right? Enough to freak anyone out. That's not freak anyone out. Holy goddamn shit. And then Grace up yesterday. Bye, guys. This shit. What the fuck? I haven't even watched this yet. What's this all about?
Hey folks, Donald Trump Jr. here with urgent news. The world's central banks are making unprecedented moves, and it's time for all Americans.
That's right. trillions of dollars are lost in the market the last days. I wonder if this has anything to do with it at all. All right. Actually, starting to look like I might actually know what I'm talking about. That's really freaky. Nice hoodie, Andrew. Where'd everybody go? No one wants to sit in group therapy? No one wants to hold hands and sing Kumbaya? Cha-cha-cha? Oh. You see, this is about trust. Without trust, you don't have a social contract. Right? Isn't it amazing? I'm amazed that no one else caught on to this shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know where to go. Because I can't tell this to lefties. They'll turn right. And I can't tell it to righties. They'll turn left. You can't get anyone to sit fucking still. And the only one that suffers in that equation are my children. My children. And that shit pisses me the hell off. It's not your children suffering. It's mine. Crazy, huh? You got all these characters. You can react colorfully however you want to. Doesn't change anything. Doesn't change anything at all. Right? Really hard to convince people of anything these days. World's gone mad. Absolutely fucking mad. I'm pretty sure this price has been reduced to a chicken farm. A chicken farm. And they're just baiting for your reactions. My gosh. And then this shit, right? Fucking chicken farm. Chicken Fuckers, Grace. Ah! America has been reduced to a free-range chicken farm. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. And no one gives a shit. It's the most amazing. Try to tell them about chickens in the 50s versus chickens now, and you're a conspiracy theorist. Tell them you are what you eat, and you're a conspiracy theorist. Tell them 1 and 1 is 2, and you're sexist, racist. Math is racist. Funniest thing to do is tell people the truth, and they don't believe a goddamn thing you say. They refuse to. Republicans already have ears for Trump right now, and Democrats can't talk. They got a cock in their mouth. They're deep throating. I don't know how to feel about any of this. I'm left to my own devices, self-medicating, medicating myself without a license. Hi! I was home. Chicken head motherfuckers. That's you. Chicken head motherfuckers. You are chicken head motherfuckers. I've been saying it for a few years now, and you haven't done anything to change my mind. You don't say anything that convinces me otherwise. Chicken head motherfuckers. God, doesn't that look like Hillary Clinton right there? Like, holy shit. What the fuck? Somebody gotta get woke up rudely. You know, some people are rather offended. I learned how to make money from home without support from community, friends, or family. I realized I'd be a pro-generative force in the dark without your light of day. And you're gonna need a goddamn miracle to survive these goddamn pagan sun worshippers. Somebody's going to have to work in the dark and bring forth the light. Ignorance is darkness. Knowledge is true light. Everybody operates under assumption. A lot of people think I'm a dumb nigger. And then I talk. Then they don't have anything to say. It's amazing. So traumatizing shit right here. Tell you what. Right? Can you honestly say you believe any of these fucking clowns? The only trust I have is in my own ass. You can't trust these politicians, bureaucrats, and figureheads to speak truthfully. They don't write their own scripture. They're reading scripture corporations write for them. They don't. It's wild. I got banned. I don't know why I keep getting banned over there. It's like it's a communist place or something. So you can't really have a conversation with people on Facebook. You're perpetually erased when you offend somebody. And this world is just waiting to be gaslit. You're just waiting to be offended by something. I'll give you something to be fucking offended by. Your goddamn silence. You ought to be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Embarrassed. Hey, that's some shit. Through my learning process, I've came to realize that the public and private domains were really one and the same. Called us the Democrats. So we're in the public domain right now. And if you're in my face, wow, that's eminent domain. From Maine. Lions of Maine. I'm a lion. I'm in Maine. Lions of Maine. You can't make this shit up. You're in the lion's eminent domain. You're in my face. You're in my fucking grill. Should I be impressed that Democrats turned my fucking living room into the public domain? And if the public domain is the private domain, and my eminent domain, they're all one. There's zero separation. Let me ask you, are you in trouble? Because you can't respond to anything coming out of my fucking mouth in public? TikTok. And by the way, for all those backstabbers and snitches and gossip queens and Karens and Sharons and mouthy motherfuckers who love talking trash behind my back and not to my face. The private opinions get trumped by the mob. And it's the mob's opinion that upholds the institutions and the law of the land. It's whatever the public thinks. And I'm the public. You made me the public. Without consent. So when I speak for the public. I speak for the children. Isn't it amazing? All these fucking professionals. Where's their mouthpieces now? Do they have an opinion anymore? Whoa. This guy woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Yep. When I started my gaming corner, I said I would get one one console of every generation. I accomplished that. Doubled it. Working on going 3 times over. Do these two motherfuckers look alike? Yes or fucking no? Because I'm done playing games with fucking clowns. That's the same goddamn nose. It's the same fucking mouth. It's the same eyeballs, motherfucker. Quit fucking playing dumb with me. So fucking pissed. You have no idea. That's people we gotta watch out for. Crazy people make the world go round. The lack of empathy is amazing. So I worry about your feelings when you worry about my fucking children. I worry about your children when you're worried about mine. But they're not worried about my children, so I don't have to worry about their children. It's amazing. You know what these people fucking stand for? Nothing. You know what they believe in? Nothing. They don't even believe themselves. It's fucking amazing. You trust these fucking clowns more than you trust your own ass. That's the science talking. Like, fuck a wow. Huh? Strange times, you guys. Yep. The only thing he gives a fuck about is the golden toilet bowl he takes a shit in. Doo-doo-doo. Do you think Trump was going to save you from Biden? Trump's an actor. Trump's an actor. A character that's not even real. A character that's not even real. A character that's not even real. A character that's not. None of these people are real. Nothing like spoiling someone's day, you know? I don't vote for child molesters. I call them like I see them. Am I supposed to be impressed with what? The pageantry? Shall I be impressed with their ability to lie well to others? What am I supposed to be impressed with? Child rape? Child trafficking? Adrenochrome harvesting? How about the fact that America is nothing more than a human meat farm? They bring all the immigrants here. They have children. And they're poor. Easy to take poor people's children away from them. They ain't got much of a voice. No one hears them. I'm not impressed with these people anymore. Are you? Man, I'm glad I never voted. Ever. I don't think any Vietnam veterans' children vote. Might be against their religion. Just don't believe in it. I don't know. Just a hunch. Listen to him right here fucking confess some shit. Oh, fuck. The link for this video on the screen is in the commentary. Right? He already said, let me hear. Motherfucking crank. All right. Look at this picture. On the wall behind him is a picture of JFK. You think that was an accident? That was fucking mockery. Look how much fucking John Kennedy looks like JFK. You don't fucking see it? They're fucking mocking you. Stupid fucktards.
I'm not gonna beg you to vote for me. Now, a lot of people criticize me for being in show business. They say that actors should stay out of politics. Fine-looking family, isn't it? Well, it isn't my family. But if I had a family, they'd probably look just like that. Aren't you a cutie? Oh!
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall and to the left.
Thanks.
You know, because he's such a sleaze. You know, he's a loudmouth, pompous idiot. He's always getting in trouble. And his shady connections with the mob. Husband? Geez, real bad, I guess, because I'm hardly here. I'm an actor.
Well, Candyman, been here and gone, Lord Candyman. I swear, been here and gone.
Amazing, right? Holy shit, huh? Wow. Right? What the actual effing fuck?
Of where this video comes from. He's pretty sure that this pastor is Elvis Presley. He's pretty sure that he is. Sounds like him. He definitely sounds like him. But what society are we living in? These people are all actors. They're just actors. So you've got your favourite soap opera, and say there's J.R. Ewing in Dallas rather, and he's playing this part, and then he goes home. Well, that's what they're doing, but we think it's real. We think these people are real. We think that they've really come into your life, that you've really sung and we've really done all these things, when even if the singing's happening, they're just still actors. And I don't think actors are what we think they are. And they seem to be able to change positions and do other jobs. Like, how can they not have any sorrow or, any consciousness about what they've done? They don't seem to care what they've done. They've just been an actor, and now they're being another actor or another part of their life. So there's that part of it. So it's just a bit shocking that no matter where you go, nothing's real, and we're just put in this process. But, what happens if Elvis Presley really is this pastor? And, it's just to do this to people, to do this to the people. That's it, not have any consciousness about it. What's everybody's thoughts about, these people? They seem to be appearing, I thought that Trump looked quite like Elvis Presley, I'm going to show you a bit of Trump. I was a bit flabbergasted when I realised that Donald Trump and Elvis Presley were so alike. But I mean really alike, not just a little bit alike. Like, now they deep fake people in, so someone else completely different can be on the side, but there is a little bit of them in the deep fake. But this person looks so like him that I was a bit gobsmacked.
What do I mean by reality?
Forget Donald J. Trump. Meet Donald Elvis Trump.
Elvis! We love Elvis.
But people were left feeling I'm all shook up when the president took it a step further.
I shouldn't say this. You'll say I'm very conceited, because I'm not. But other than the blonde hair, when I was growing up, they said I looked like Elvis. You see that?
Save it last one, Chip. Okay.
Better mute that before I get some sort of censorship award. Two really do look alike, don't they? Probably fucking mind-boggling. Erica's over here asking, why do all white people look alike? Anybody got an explanation? How come no one got an explanation? You'd think people would want to talk about this, but no one wants to talk about it. It's rather compelling, I think. And thumb in it. Wow. That doesn't feed my children. That doesn't get me paid. Was this worth sharing with you? Or not worth sharing with you? Some think it ain't worth sharing. I thought it was rather interesting. Your silence doesn't feed my children. And I don't see one nigga disagreeing with anything that comes out of my fucking mouth. They keep calling me a dumb nigger, and quite frankly, I'm goddamn fed up with it. Bigger they are, the harder they fall, buddy. Anyone got an explanation? No? Right? Nothing suspicious here. Nothing at all. No red flags, not one. They did their best, didn't they? Right? They did their best. Oh, they did their very best, right? They did their very best. But you guys, their best wasn't good enough. Look the fuck around. Everybody got a cock in their mouth. Bodyguards to the left of me and ear muppeteers can only hear Trump right now. No one listening. Ain't nobody home. E.T. phone home. You know what the fucking most hysterical thing is? To tell people the truth. Cognitive dissonance won't allow for them to believe it. Isn't that funny? So let's hold hands, sing a song, kumbaya. Huh? This shit's goddamn funny as hell. Tell people the truth, they don't want to believe it. Like 1 and 1 is 2. That's racist. Pretty damn funny. Some people think that Trump's going to save them from Biden. And some think that Biden's going to protect them from Trump. All I see is madness. Huh? I wonder how many people will share this stream. Do, do, do. Look at that. I made masks, not neat. Jeez, they really. Spooky.